Hey y'all, welcome to my channel Reviewed, where we talk about all things television and film from today and yesteryear. So, today I just wanted to hop on here and just talk real quickly about the show Sweet Tooth that is currently on Netflix. Season 3 just came out last week, it's the final season. And I have to say, I was really happy with how it ended. I really enjoyed this show. It is so adorable, it's so cute. It's about these kids who are born half human, half animal, about these hybrid babies. And this picture right here is of the main character, Sweet Tooth, when he was born. Okay, so this is Sweet Tooth when he gets older. His name is Gus. The show is centered around him going on a journey looking for his mom, who is one of the people responsible for whatever this virus is that is causing children to be born hybrids. It was created in a lab. Something goes awry, and it's almost like the world resets. And once that reset happens, the virus, um, like I said, it is causing children to be born hybrids, but it also has an effect on humans, um, and they call it the ick, if I'm not mistaken. So whenever a human is in contact with someone who has the ick, it causes their pinky to like shake, start trembling, and the ick basically it unalives humans. So not only does this virus affect the children, it also affects the humans. So that is the main reason that they are trying to figure out what the cure is and how to stop everything. Gus ends up running into Tommy, this guy here, who he refers to as Big Guy, and they're pretty much um, tag team through the whole series. Like Gus loves him some Big Guy, and Big Guy he loves him some Gus. The thing I liked about Tommy's character is he was not afraid of the unknown. Along the journey in this show, you will run into people who would rather do away with what they don't know, like, and I get it because a lot of them are trying to figure out how to stop the virus from affecting adults and basically killing them off. These are some of the other hybrid children that are going to come into play throughout the series. Wendy is the one in the dress standing up with the little pig nose. She is going to become a very intricate character on this show. Her and Gus are going to become like some of the closest friends. These children, I believe they show up around season 2, and they're in this sanctuary where this woman who basically she made a life for them out of an old zoo. And these are some more of the hybrids. This little beaver tickled me. When I tell you he is the littlest thing, but he could get in them tunnels and all that. It was so. Some of the hybrids were really, really, really adorable, really cute, and then some of them was a hot mess. You see this elephant right here, poor thing. I'm like, they could have made him look like Dumbo, but honey, he ain't look nothing like Dumbo. And the little girl over here with the headband, I think she was half monkey. So these two here, these are some of the villains, of course. Can't have a show without villains. The guy in the red glasses, I think his name was General Abbott. He was a mess. He was one of those people who did not mind experimenting on these children. He was going to find a cure and figure it out at any means necessary, even if that meant harming children. I get it. These kids are half animal, but they were still children. And this lady here, she comes in basically she is trying to find a cure because her daughter is expecting a baby and she does not want her grandchild born a hybrid. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so here we have General Abbott again when he was trying to hurt Gus. And over here with the glasses, the guy with the dark beard, this is Dr. Singh. And he was one of those characters that I was rooting for. It was like I really liked him, but then he did things that I just could not stand. But I think his character was just stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's like the human in him wanted to empathize with these children, but the doctor in him wanted to find a cure. So he was one of those people who was just he was just trying to figure it out. And unfortunately, he does not make some of the best decisions, but it is what it is. Um, this is the lady I was talking about that created the sanctuary at the old zoo for the kids. I think her name was Amy, and Wendy and the rest of the kids considered her to be their mom. Over here is Wendy with her sister Bear. Bear was one of those people. She did not play the radio about folks hurting those hybrid kids. But she is Wendy's adopted sister. Of course, they don't find that out until later on throughout the series. Once they come into each other's presence, they figure out, how they know each other. And, it goes into the background of how they were basically torn apart. Because, like I said, it's like the world did a whole reset, and just a lot of things transpired at that time. But they end up finding each other, and needless to say, they are each other's ride or die. This is just another picture of Tommy and Amy, and then that's Bear again. Okay, so these hybrid babies, y'all, they was so adorable. These little wolf babies, they were adorable. They look more like animals than humans, though. Like they literally gave a new meaning to fur babies because they were adorable. Okay, they were so adorable. But unfortunately, this is what they turned out to look like when they got older. These particular hybrids, they were not taught any human anything. Like they literally raised them to be wolf dogs, whatever they were. They literally raised them that way. And these are actually the grandkids of the lady, the lady they refer to as Miss, the Asian lady. These are her grandkids. And this is the reason why she was trying so hard to find a cure, because her other daughter was pregnant and she did not want to have any more hybrid grandkids. And that's her again. That's Dr. Singh again. He's just caught in the middle of a whole bunch of mess. And this little ugly thing right here, this little ugly baby, this little seal face baby, this is Miss, this is her grandbaby. So all this mess that she is going to do, all her nefarious ways, and her daughter is still gonna give birth to this little booger bear right here, baby. Okay. Um, just some more pics of the kids, the hybrid kids. I really didn't have any of this stuff in any particular order because again, it's 3 seasons. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about the show because I really, really enjoyed it. But anyway, what ends up happening, you know, they end up finding this tree. Throughout the series, Gus is gonna start having these premonitions, if you want to say, about this particular tree, and he ends up basically finding it. I'll just refer to it as the tree of life because it literally determines what is going to happen to the human race or to the hybrid race. This tree does. It has a very intricate role in everything that's going on, which kind of threw me for a loop. To me personally, just because I watched I've been watching this show since it came out. It kind of it didn't make sense to me, but I guess in the end it did. But anyway, this tree has a very important meaning in the show. And also throughout the show, you'll get to see what develops as far as Gus finding his mom, and other people that he's going to come in contact with. It's almost like we're off to see the wizard. You know what I'm saying? Like the Wizard of Oz, where you're trying to find the wizard to get home. And this basically is them trying to find the mother to get the cure. Um, Anyway, everything gets resolved. This is just a nice little picture of him and Wendy once things are said and done. And you know what I also thought about with this show, with these hybrid kids? I know it's the stories in the Bible called the Nephilim. And I believe they're referred to as giants in the Bible, but they also are referred to as hybrids. And since these kids were hybrids mixed with animals and human, I just thought it had a little, just a teeny tiny bit of biblical symbolism in it with these kids being hybrids. But yeah, this is Gus and Wendy once everything is said and done, and they are just relieved that everything is over. And this is them older, um, as they've aged. And what I was not expecting was the older Gus. What happened at the end of the show, I I really was not expecting it. And the older Gus here has a very intricate role throughout the whole season that I did not know until I watched the last episode, which I thought was pretty cool because I had no clue. But yeah, this is basically the end of the show. Again, this is Sweet Tooth. It's 3 seasons. It's currently streaming on Netflix. I like this show because it is for everybody. Children can watch it. Adults can watch it. I really like this show. A lot of shows these days for children are not necessarily for children, if you ask me. But this is definitely one of those shows, and I just recommend it if you have not seen it. Anyway, let me know what you think about this video. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you've seen Sweet Tooth and if you like this, if you like the show. The actors were very good. I did like that. Everybody on the show could act, which is a plus. And just let me know what you guys think about this, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for listening. Bye.